Welcome back. Our season hit rock bottom last time as we struggled to find a system that worked for us with the level of ability that we have in the squad. Today we try another tactic in the hope that we can start to pick up points, but time is slowly running out. Hello, welcome to episode 128 of From the Bottom to the Top as we try and take a National League South side, in this case Weymouth, from the bottom all the way up to the top. And this is our journey. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have for you two games in the Premier League, both of them at the new Bob Lucas Stadium. First up, travelling a short journey along the coast is Southampton. They come to visit at the Bob Lucas in match day 8, and then we face the mighty Manchester City in match day 9, and that goal machine, I think they call Haaland, and I think he's going to cause us a few problems, but that's for another moment. But today, as I said in the preamble, we're trying yet another tactic to see if we can start to pick up some points along the way and at least thwart some of these bigger sides in the Premier League. Otherwise, it's back down in the Championship. And will we get sacked at the end of the season? I don't know. You'll have to stick with me and find out. Don't forget, though, if you do enjoy today's episode, please leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe, hit the notification button. That will keep you up to date with everything that's happening here on the channel when these episodes are released and all the rest of it. Thank you very much to all those that have done so to date. And of course, you can keep up to date with everything that's going on the channel simply by following me on X at JustOffside2. Thank you very much to all those again who have done just that. Without any more to do, let's get into it. Let's get on with it and have a look and see what we have been doing since you were last with us. Not a lot. And as I think I've explained once before, the reason I'm doing back-to-back videos at the minute is because I need to rattle them out because I'm on holiday. I don't think I'm on holiday when you see this one, but I will be very soon. And I just want to get to a point where I can, and then obviously we'll pick up and try and run with it once we are back. Just to recap, in the Premier League, we are in 18th place. We're not rock bottom. I did say rock bottom. We're near the bottom. And we're in 18th. 7 games played. We've got just 5 points from those 7 games. It was a win against West Ham, and we picked up 2 draws against Fulham and Tottenham. And the form's not good. It really isn't good. Our opponents today are just above us, with slightly worse, should I suggest, form. They've lost 4 of their last 5, drawn the other one. We've lost 3, drawn 1 and won 1. So I'd like to think we stand a little bit, just a little bit of a chance today. We have just been through a 25 something like that day international break. The last game on the 21st of September against Arsenal, that one you saw in the last episode, we only lost by 2-0, which was quite good considering we've been already hit by a 7-0 against Manchester United. So I'm looking at that as a positive, and we've sort of settled down to just the odd goal here, albeit we're losing. Still, it's only odd goals at the moment. But just right in the middle of that international break, we did play a friendly against Club Bruges, and we tried a different formation. I'll talk to you about that in just a moment, but I thought what I would do is just show you the goals from that game against Club Bruges. 3-1 win against them. Darcy with a corner. It swung, it's headed clear, and O'Grady Macken hitting it on the half volley, and it was 1-0 after 6 minutes. We doubled that lead on 33 minutes through Travis Patterson, who was playing as a I can never pronounce it. Tarquesta. And I wanted to show you this highlight from the point. It's a corner punched away by Winterbottom. Linton runs onto it. He's got in front of him Patterson. Patterson cuts inside and puts it onto his foot and puts it away past Leclerc. 2-0 then at half-time, and we're looking good for that lead, certainly. But then Scoff Olsen got one back for Club Brugge on 65 minutes. Ball from a throw-in, and Scoff Olsen gets up above Josiah Linton to head in past Winterbottom. But it was just 4 minutes later, and Wakachu managed to get us a 2-goal lead again on 69 minutes. Throw in from whoever, back to O'Grady Macken. O'Grady Macken back to Hoover, chips this one in, and Wakachu wasn't missing that. And that's how it finished. 3-1 win over Club Brugge. And if you look at the stats, does stack up quite nicely. 17 shots, 8 of which are on target, 1.75, 59% of the possession. They had 8 shots, 5 on target, 0.69, and 41% of the possession, as you see down here. They had about 15 minutes there or thereabouts of the game. I'd like to think we could do something similar against Southampton today. That would be rather splendid, and picking up 3 points just to get a little bit of momentum. 3 games, well, 4 games if you count the Club Brugge, but hopefully we can pick up some points in this little run during October. It will do us the world of good, I fear. Right, Southampton is up first then at the Bob Lucas. We have Lucas Fletcher and George Biles unregistered. Whoever has picked up too many yellow cards, he is suspended. We have played Southampton once before in the Caribou Cup second round. We lost to them on penalties. That was in 2028. So we've got a little bit of a history with them, albeit we did hold them on that occasion. Let's hope we can go and hold them today. In fact, let's hope we can go and beat them today. And here is the side that will face Southampton in this technically local derby, really. I should have actually said in the preamble that we have got all of the players back after injury, albeit a couple of them still need a little bit of fitness, the likes of Mad Pedersen, who is back in the tide today. This is his first full game back, and he does need to build a little bit of match fitness, so he may not see the whole of the game out. But anyway, this is the side that faces Southampton. It's Fedorchenko continuing in goal. Olsen, Joe and DeBeo, our defensive line. Pedersen, as I said, is back in the side after his injury. Lawrence is in for the suspended whoever on the right. Russell Denny and O'Grady Macken playing in that midfield a little bit deeper today. Gorke is the word I can never parent. Trequista in attack. Then we have Twine as the attacking midfielder. Phil Seeger is up front. He did score in the internationals as well, so he's doing all right at the moment. Just got that 1 goal, and I like to see him score some more if at all possible. The bench looking like this today. It's a Winterbottom, Armitage, Batty, Aponte, Tanner, G, Wakachu, Patterson and Linton. And here we are back at the new Bob Lucas. Nearly couldn't say that. Playing a flat back 3. Slightly different formation today. We'll see how we get on. Southampton lost 2, drawn 2, 1-1. Playing a 4-2-3-1 today. And they are currently 17th on 5 points. We are 18th on 5 points. A 6-pointer today. Our first highlight comes 17, nearly 18 minutes in. Oh, goalkeeper dropped that from the corner. We'll see that again, because I'm not sure whether we will do or not. Let's go back 10 seconds. And we'll see the corner again. It's Twine with the corner. It's swung in. It's De Bayo at the near post, heads it on, not hard, and Travis drops it. And question whether it crossed the line. Once again, whether we will ever get 21 o'clock, Roden to Adams to Hickey. And Southampton coming forward. We have contained them quite well up until now, but that doesn't mean a thing if we give it up now. But it was Russell Denny heading that down. Sega into no man's land, and Santos is through. Santos has put it away. Axel de los Santos, and Southampton take the lead on 23 minutes. And it was going so well. Sega, again, the story of our season, a mistake leads to them getting in. And, wow. Okay, with a corner, 32 on the clock. It's headed away. Macken hands it. Grady Macken heads it down. That's what I was trying to say. De Bayo heads it to Lawrence. We've still got control of this ball. For how long, I don't know. Joe to Sega! And Phil Sega gets his second goal of the season. We are level on 33 minutes. Yeah, I lost control. It was all happening so well. Pedersen it was, I think, that got the ball. Joe out to Pedersen, and it fell to Sega. Sega in off the post. Russell Denny tidying up there in midfield. Olsen through to Twine. Twine now looking for space. He's got Lawrence there. O'Grady Mackham back to Twine. Twine through to Lawrence. Lawrence, all he's got to do is cut this back. He has, and Gorke puts us in front. His third goal of the season. And on 43 minutes, we take a lead against Southampton. Come back from one behind. And maybe, just maybe, this formation is going to work. Nice ball. Lawrence created the space, and we took a deflection, but they all count. A little bit of luck. And at half-time, we are good for that lead. Believe me, 12 shots, 9 on target, 1.30, 60% of the possession. We're behind from Santos on 22, but 11 minutes later, Phil Seeger gets up, Pedersen supplying for the equaliser, and then some 10 minutes later to that, Emre Gorke, a ball from Henry Lawrence through to him, and he makes it 2-1. 2-1 at half-time. Then they've had 3 shots, 2 on target, 0.31 and 40% of the possession. Oh, can we pick up 3 points here? Fingers crossed. They made 2 changes at half-time, and we've won that ball back. That was, I think, who was that? It was Twine that won that ball back. De Bayo on the ball now. O'Grady Macken through to Lawrence. Grady Macken, De Bayo, Joe, Russell Denny, Steger, and it was over the top. 50 minutes on the clock. Southampton looking to try and get an equaliser. It's cut out by De Bayo. Back to Fedorchenko. Joe to Olsen. Olsen to Russell Denny. Russell Denny out to Pedersen. Pedersen, it was a short ball and given away. Bearing in mind that mistakes have cost us. Let's hope today, or let's hope this one doesn't. Twine trying to keep him at bay and looking for a way through. Not finding it yet. And trying to cut them out. And we have cut it out. Grady Macken. Grady Macken finds Gorke. Gorke to Russell Denny. Russell Denny is in space. Russell Denny on his own. Russell Denny puts it away. His first goal of the season. And we take a 2-goal lead. 3-1 on 52. And maybe, just maybe, we found our forte. We will test it out against Manchester City. That will be the one. Because they will punish us if they get the opportunity. Russell Denny. And it was a fine one past Travis. 61 on the clock. Throw in by Pedersen. Olsen on the ball. Olsen to Joe. Joe finds O'Grady Macken. O'Grady Macken to Twine. Twine out to Lawrence. I'm not sure what that was. Just gave it away. And now we've got to try and win the ball back. Twine. working hard to do that, and it was a mistake in the end. O'Grady Macken comes forward. Twine, nice ball to Twine, through to Lawrence. Lawrence now just needs to cross this in, and Phil Seeger possibly gets his third goal of the season. A question of whether he was offside. I say that he wasn't, because I'm sure that ball was pulled back, and I think it stands, and they've made 2 more changes as well. Twine through to Lawrence. Oh no, he was in front of him, but he was behind the defender. 4-1. We'll see the lines now as this ball is played in. No, he's onside. 66 on the clock, a free kick. It's headed away. And Gorky, we're going to break out here. Gorky comes forward. Gorky has support over that side. He's got Russell Denny there. Russell Denny pulls it back for Pedersen. Pedersen into Twine. Twine! Oh, it's hit the crossbar, bounced out, but it's gone for a corner. Defender just got rid of it. And, well, a chance to make it 5-1. Gorky crosses it in, but it's Joe out there, and he's gone out for a throw. Hickey with a throw. Thrown in. Russell Denny heads it down. Twine to O'Grady Macken. Gorky. De Bayo. O'Grady Macken. Through to Gorky. Gorky, he's lost the angle. And Twine couldn't put it away. And the chance goes begging. I'd like to have seen the first highlight, actually. And Twine just snatched at it. And with 72 minutes on the clock, I'm just going to make one change at this juncture in time. Scott Twine is off. Daniel Batty is on. They have a free kick. 80 minutes on the clock. Manchester City take the lead against Liverpool, and that's gone over the top. Pedersen with a throw in to Russell Denny. Russell Denny into the area, and nothing comes of it. Travis picks up the ball. Highlight is going to continue. It's rolled out to Dorrington. Downs. Downs picks up the return ball, and they're in. Not seen them get in very much today. Hickey. And it's gone in. And Natika, the scorer, gets a second goal for Southampton on 82 minutes. Towards our goal difference a little bit. That's the biggest hit to us. And it was teed up. And Fedorchenko not getting anywhere near it. And with 83 minutes on the clock, making 3 more changes. One of them is Mads Pedersen, who's picked up an injury, which is rather annoying because this is his first full game back. And I'm just wondering whether we've pushed him too hard. And he has had a good game, to be honest. And he has made that difference that we were lacking in that defensive sort of area. So let's hope it's only a knock and nothing too serious. We've also taken off Reece Russell-Denny, who's had a great day, to be fair. He's replaced by Billy G. And the other change, Henry Lawrence, he's come off. And he's been replaced by George Tanner. And Henry Lawrence, playing on that right side, has had an absolutely outstanding day. Could even be picking up player of the match. They have a corner, 93 on the clock, and we don't want to concede again. Headed away, but nobody there this time. Downs. And I hadn't realised that they'd actually exploited Pedersen being injured on that wing, of course, and they've scored another one. Samuel Lino. And what we don't want to do is draw this after all that we've done to get 3 points. We have had a 4-1 lead, and we don't want to throw it away right at the end. And we have managed to see the game out, pick up 3 points and overtake Southampton. Got a bit of a squeaky bum there towards the end, and they certainly did pick up a bit of momentum. They had 10 shots, 5 on target. We had 19 and 12. Their XG was 1.2, ours was 2.58, and we have 56% of the possession against their 44. Henry Lawrence picking up player of the match. She's 8.9, 3 key passes, 3 clear-cut chances, and 2 assists. Well, it's a good day at the office. Plenty of greens in there. Phil Seeger picking up 2 goals in that game. Didn't quite make his hat-trick, but Goke also playing well. 4 key passes, 1 clear-cut chance, an assist, and a goal. He would have either been probably on the cards for the other player of the match, and also Reece Russell-Denny playing very, very well. And Mads Pedersen coming back and doing very well. Let's hope the injury or knock that he got isn't too bad. And you come back and join me. We will find out together. Mads Pedersen injury. Whew. Thank goodness for that. It's only a couple of days. He may miss the game against Manchester City. We will see. But he's not damaged anything or done any lasting damage, which is exceedingly good news. So there we are. Let's have a look at the day's other results. And only 2 matches being played today. Manchester City drew 1-1 with Liverpool. Haaland from the penalty spot on 79. 2 minutes later, Gakpo equalising, making it 1-1. Of course, we beat Southampton 4-3, and that win does take us up the table a little bit, albeit most of the other teams, in fact, all the other teams have got to play around us. Blackburn, Bournemouth and Leicester, the ones that we're watching, and we need them not to do anything too dramatic. But for the moment, we're up to 14th, and dare I say, only 6 points, 5 points. 5 on this 13, only 5 points away from European places. Is that being a bit optimistic? I think it could be. Right, our next opponents, Manchester City, are up next. 3 days down to that game. We'll be back just ahead of it, of any news. And you come back and join us on match day. No more news, really. Will Armitage has picked up a tight groin in training. And Phil Foden is out for Manchester City, also with a pulled groin. So that's where we are. We haven't played Manchester City before in this series. We welcome to the Bob Lucas. And can we keep our home form going as it is at the moment and pick up some more points? Let's go and find out. And here we are with the side that will face Manchester City at home at the new Bob Lucas for this Premier League match day 9. And the team looks like this. Fedorchenko is in goal. Olsen, Joe and De Bayo continue as our defensive line. Patterson and Lawrence are the wing backs. Patterson coming in for Mads Pedersen, who picked up an injury. He's not fully fit. Neither is Patterson really, but he's probably more fit than Pedersen. I think Pedersen may well be introduced later in the game, depending on where we are and what the score is. Russell-Denny and O'Grady Macken continue their partnership in midfield. Had a very, very good game, the pair of them, last time out, so they reacquaint themselves in the defensive midfield. Gorke is playing as that Tarquesta on the left. And Wakachu comes in for Scott Twine, who's not really hit form since he's joined us. So he's going to sit this one out. Wakachu is going to make the start. He is captain today. And up front, it's Phil Seeger, who scored 2 goals in that game against Southampton. Let's hope he can add to that today. On the bench, it's Winterbottom, whoever, Batty, Aponte, Tanner, G, Twine, Pedersen, and Josiah Linton. And here we are back at the Bob Lucas again. Lost 3, drawn 1, won 1 of our last 5. Playing our newish formation. Manchester City lost 2, won 2, drawn 1. Playing a 4-3-3 with a defensive midfielder. They are currently in 5th place on 15 points. We're 14th on 8 points. Well, an unusual thing that has happened. We've not had a highlight in that first half. and we've been very mediocre compared to the last game. We've had one shot. It's not been on target. 0.09 and 46% of the possession. Manchester City have had 4 shots. They've had 1 on target. They've not scored it. 0.12 and 54% of the possession. I think I'd take a 0-0 at the end of the day. But I doubt if it's going to stay like that. And we're nearly 67 minutes on the clock, making 2 changes at this junction time, both of them to the wing backs. Whoever has come on for Henry Lawrence had a fantastic game last time. He's had a poor game today and picked up a yellow card. So whoever comes on to replace Henry Lawrence. And Mads Pedersen, he's back into the side. He's replacing Travis Patterson, who's put a good shift in on that left, but just need a little bit more impetus going forward. And with 18 minutes on the clock, no highlights yet at all in this game. We've made 2 more changes. Reece Russell-Denny has come off. He's been replaced by Billy G in that defensive midfield. And the other change that we've made is we've taken off Phil Seeger, not firing on all cylinders up front today. Wakachu moves forward into that attacking role. And Scott Twine comes on for Phil Seeger. And with 89 minutes on the clock, making our final change, we've taken off Wakachu, who's tiring, not had a good day out there. We've replaced him with Daniel Batty, and Twine moves up front. Well, a game completely devoid of highlights. It's quick for you. That's just how it goes. But there is an upside. We've managed to pick up a point against Manchester City. And that means that we've not lost in 2 games. We've picked up 4 points from a possible 6. And we've thwarted the might of Manchester City. They've had 6 shots, just 1 on target. Fedorchenko picking up the player of the match on 7.4. That, in a way, tells its own story. Their XG was 0.39. Possession was 52, so they didn't overrule us possession-wise. We have 3 shots, nothing on target, 0.13 and 48% of the possession. I guess we should be a little bit worried that we're not firing on all cylinders, as in we didn't score anything. But given the hierarchy of the team that we were playing and the basis that we've lost 7-0 against their rivals in Manchester United, I'll take that. The only thing we need to do now is replicate our form at home, away from home. Well. So there we are. The day's results. Liverpool, Manchester United playing out a 2-2 draw in the early game. Aston Villa beating Leeds by 3-0. They remain in 3rd place on 18th play on 18. We face them next at the Bob Lucas. Another tough side, of course. Blackburn losing 6-0 to Chelsea, who are top on 18 points on goal difference from Arsenal and Aston Villa. Blackburn are now in 15th on 6 points. They have played a game less than us as it stands at the moment. Tottenham beating Bournemouth 3-1. Leicester and Arsenal, or Arsenal beating Leicester by 1-0. We played out a 0-0 against Manchester City, a ball draw, but it's still a point. And I'll take it in the scheme of things. Newcastle beating Brentford by 3-2, and Brighton beating Sunderland by 3-2. Leaves the table looking like this at the end of the episode. A game still to be played on Sunday, Crystal Palace and Fulham, and on the Monday game it's Southampton and West Ham. Southampton and West Ham both in that relegation area, and whoever wins can't catch us, so it's not one that we should worry about. Fulham, Crystal Palace, slightly different. We're on the same points as Crystal Palace, and to be honest, Fulham have they're on 8 points, so they will overtake us if they win that game, but we're not to worry about that at the moment. For the moment, we are a good 4 points clear of that drop zone, which is I'm more than happy with. So the top of the table, Chelsea top on 18, Arsenal second on 18, Aston Villa third on 18, Brighton Newcastle, Liverpool and Manchester City all on 16 points, separated by goal difference, and Manchester United and Leeds just outside on 8th and 9th respectively on 13 points. As I said, we are mid-table, 13th on 9 points as it currently stands, and at the bottom of the table, Bournemouth, Leicester and Bournemouth standing on the trapdoor, both with -8 goal difference, 16th and 17th respectively. Southampton also have 5 points. They are in 18th place on goal difference. West Ham are 19th on 4 points. Brentford are 20th on 3 points. That is how it is going in. We're going to come back for 2 more games. We're going to play Aston Villa, who are 3rd in the table, and another tough match, this time at the Bob Lucas. Thank goodness it's at the Bob Lucas. And then we go away and see if our formation, our tactic works away from home as well. We go to the King Power Stadium for that one. Aston Villa and Leicester in the next episode, and I hope you can join me for that. If you enjoyed today's episode, though, please leave me that big thumbs up. Subscribe, hit the notification button. It keeps you up to date with all future episodes of Bottom to the Top, and indeed our other series, Going Dutch. I'm sorry we were a bit devoid of highlights in that second game, but as I say, I'll take the point. New episodes of Bottom to the Top released every Thursday, 4:15 p.m. And best way of keeping up to date what's happening on the channel is to follow me on X at JustOffside2. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next one. It's going to be episode 129. It's out next Thursday. Join me then. Goodbye.